was a massive market for us.
GISMA, but also other institutions provide programs that will prepare you for those as well, because for most of these programs you will need German skills. You will need to be, do you know the European framework of reference when it comes to languages, like A2, B1 language skills, right? Normally, to be accepted in a German university, you need C1 level German to study, which, to be quite frank, for most people is hardly feasible to learn from the outside of Germany. All right? So anyone who really wants to study in a public university, even if it's an English-speaking program, you would have to get the necessary German skills. It can be done through the various language schools. I mean, the industry is huge. I'm not telling you anything from that school, but there are also so-called university pathway programs that prepare you exactly for that. We are offering some of that, but also other institutions that would give you the chance, depending on your background and your goals, to set up in a language program that runs you from your current language level, whether that be A1 complete beginners to somewhere in between, to C1 level, supports you with necessary exams. Sometimes you have to take the so-called test stuff, German as a foreign language test or others, to be able to qualify for entering institutions here in Germany. So there are also programs that will help you with that. Okay? So if you have any ideas around that score, UPP, University Pathway Program, is the usual name for that, and that would also be an option. Okay?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the podcast with the Digital Marketing Cell of IBS Gurgaon. A group from IBS Gurgaon is visiting Europe as a part of their study trip. We are in our D3 of our visit and currently in GISMA Business School. We have Mr. Stephan, Ms. Izabela, and Ms. Maria with us. Let's start by learning a little about GISMA Business School. Ma'am, if you could please tell our audience a little about GISMA Business School. How does it operate? When did it come into existence? The founders, the curriculum, the courses.
Sure, welcome at GISMA Business School. GISMA Business School was founded almost 20 years ago. So it was founded in Hanover, and currently we operate in Berlin. This is our biggest campus, and also in Hanover, and we are starting now in Hamburg. And we also have operation in London. We are in very international business schools, and the portfolio, or the special thing about GISMA, is that we cooperate with a very renamed, very prestigious educational institution in Europe. We are currently partnering with Grenoble called the Management and offering MBA program in cooperation with this institution, as well as other master's program in the area of innovation, management, strategy. This is the main focus of this cooperation, and in addition we have a cooperation with the University of Law and are offering also master's program there. It's quite exciting for the students to study at GISMA because they can they can get a degree from a French degree or a UK degree, but they are studying in Germany. And Germany is a very attractive place for studying for young professionals, and it's offering a lot of opportunities to pursue career further here. So our main portfolio is management and innovation, that's the focus.
Our second question is, how does GISMA manage our cultural diversity? Since the campus has students from different countries, so how does the GISMA manage that cultural diversity?
Diversity is indeed a big strength of GISMA. So we have a lot of international students here, but also not only international students, but also staff members who actually went through the same process of studying abroad, be it a master program or bachelor program. And since we know what actually students are going through, and since we try to prepare them for that. Of course, many things like how do I sort out housing versus what's my closest shop would be similar to the food that I get used to, or how do I find a job here? It's just all the questions that could be a bit scary in the beginning, but we really try to prepare them and organize a lot of sessions. So during orientation week, for example, we do put a lot of program that would be not only about making them familiar with the administrative processes like a visa or how to get the proper visa or a residence permit in Germany, how to register in Berlin or in Germany, or how to find an accommodation even prior to their arrival, how to find a job. We do engage them so that it could be active. We basically prepare them with the resources that we have. Apart from that, we do also organize a lot of cultural activities for the students who are getting familiar not only with Berlin life, but also with Germany in general, about food events basically, so it's where everyone is open to bring their own food, and then we do engage about that. Yeah. But it's also not only cultural diversity, but it's the big strength of GISMA is also diversity in the background. So we have a lot of people who are coming from different backgrounds, be it engineer, IT people, be it social sciences or lawyers, and students really profit in the classes when they work in different teams from different backgrounds, not only cultural but also professional.
So last question is, if students want to enroll in GISMA, what is the process and what kind of tips and tricks so they could start preparing for themselves, especially from different countries?
Mm-hmm. I mean, tips and tricks, it's difficult because it's a streamlined process. There are not many loopholes, but at the end of the day, for application for universities, it's about preparation. So you need to take your time. Normally, you would engage with GISMA either via agents, for example, especially when you look at international students, we cooperate with a lot of agents or business developers sit in certain regions of the world, India being one of the biggest ones, among others. So there would be a way of getting used to GISMA through agents, that's one side. Okay, and usually the agent is then also there for you, supporting, helping with some of the issues before arrival and preparing your application, so that's one thing. And the other way would be, for example, through any of our digital channels, and now that you've visited and so on, you know about GISMA, you could look at the programs we have and get information digitally, whether it's through the website or the UOPs, the unique landing pages, and start the process in that sense. Normally, you would hand in an inquiry and then you would get contacted by one of our sales associates. We have sales associates here in Germany, quite a lot of them sit in London, where we have our holding, Global University Systems, but also at other locations in the world. And they would be then reaching out to you and be with you until you sign your study contract, if you go that far. So they help you support with that. So depending on the program, you need different entry requirements, you need to meet them, so you need to have your documents ready. And you need to do this well in advance. I mean, as a German, that's easy to say. We usually plan a year ahead at the very least. All right, so if we get a German application, it's quite normal to get one 12 months before the program starts. What you should take with you is be prepared, because all in all, the visa process always takes time, and you want to have time for that. All right, so prepare, choose your program, speak with people. We have Facebook groups, we have other channels where you could reach out, get your information, and then start actually talking to our recruiters, to our sales advisors, and really see where's the best fit. That's what I would say.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.